Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Return to Zork. When we last left off, I blindly wandered through the tower, the Forest of the Spirits, as well as blindly wandered through the creepy bog. But that's all the amazing action we have to do for a little while. Now we have to return to other places. For example, we could finally return to the above ground areas. So let's use the map. Now that we've used the magnet and the whistle, they're no longer in inventory, and we just use the map automatically. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the fast travel in order to get to the witch's hut. Because we need to pick up our rotting meat and put that in inventory. Now we're going to use the map again to go back to the Vulture Pits. Let's of course save just in case I mess something up. But so what we need to do now is take this fairy dust that we have, so we have a look at it. A pouch of fairy dust, a gift from the fairy. Yes, we'll pick up the fairy dust and we'll sprinkle it over this rotting meat. Sprinkle fairy dust on rotting meat. The meat is lightly coated with fairy dust. So if we pick up this throwing meat and now throw it, the vultures will eat it. The vultures eat the rotten meat and fall asleep, which makes the Vulture Pit safe to enter. And one of their talents just happens to be sitting here. Let's put that in inventory and get out of here before they wake up. I think going straight back in will kill us. But let's put that back in inventory. Let's examine the talent, shall we? The legendary return talent. Oh yes, does it remind you of anything? Says the Australian. It's almost like it's a native indigenous weapon. Let's use the map again, shall we? You need to turn the page, not go to the rapids. Instead, we're going to head up here to the mountain pass. Why, you ask? Because we need to get this bonding plant. But this time, with skill. We're going to pick up the knife, and we're going to, instead of cut the bonding plant, we're going to dig it up. Because that gives us a bonding plant that's not dead. Let's examine it, shall we?
I think it likes you.
That it does. It's a living bonding plant, and it shall represent my mental health, which will become important shortly. So now we're going to do some more investigating around West Shambar. Because now we have access to a lot more inventory, we can do some things that weren't possible before. So for example, we're going to go and see Miss Peepers again. I believe her door should be unlocked.
What year is it? Oh yeah, the Great Diffusion was 1247. That was 400 years ago. My birthday's coming up soon.
It's looking pretty good for 400, eh? Hello, Mrs. Peepers. We're going to show you things. For example, this photo of Rebecca.
Rebecca Snoot might be a good one to translate the old language. She picks up languages in a snap.
That moment there sort of tells Rebecca to learn the language. We need to trigger that so she actually knows the language, right? So now we're going to go to the town hall. Because we also can show the book to the mayor.
How many computer programmers does it take to screw in a light bulb? That's a hardware problem.
Alright, I'll laugh at that one. It's lame, but I'll laugh at that one. Because yes, anything that doesn't happen on a software level. Can we show the book to Miss Peepers herself?
Oh, that is written in the literary tongue. The Book of 4 Jokes and Learned Essays upon them? I suppose it's good that at least you read occasionally. Rebecca Snoot might be a good one to translate the old language. She picks up languages in a snap.
Yeah, so we need to give it to Rebecca to read instead. So I believe we have several of the jokes, because there's the blacksmith, who doesn't give you a full joke anyway, it's rubbish. So there's... I'm sorry, just thinking. So there's the mayor, Snoot, I don't know if we have enough jokes yet. So the tape recorder here records every conversation we have. I think the lighthouse keeper might translate a joke for us, maybe?
Well, a new constituent. I'm the mayor of... If you just came to look, go over there and look. How many implementors does it take to screw in a light bulb? That's a hardware problem.
So we've got that joke. So which Uta gave us a joke? So we've got 2 jokes. Canuck translate jokes, that's 3 jokes. So now we just need Rebecca now. So now we're looking for Rebecca. Alright, where are you, Rebecca? We need to just go wandering around till we find you. Let's get away from your stupid carrots though, shall we? So pretty much she'll just turn up randomly if we keep wandering around. When you least expect it, Rebecca just emerges from the shadows. Anytime now. My goodness, girl. You show up whenever we're not expecting you, but now that I'm actually expecting you, like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna have to wait till Kilk's back's turn to show up mysteriously.
There you are. You want to hear something? The vultures are good for just one thing and one thing only. They're talons. When you find one, grab it. They're like boomerangs.
Thank you, Rebecca. Every time she makes me jump. At least the music this time is a little bit less silly. Can you please translate this book? Also, why is anytime you show up, the whole screen is aglow? Even my inventory is brighter than it should be. Let's show this book to you, shall we?
I studied up. I can translate it now. Why do flatheads write TGIF on their shoes? Toes go in first.
She wasn't very impressed, was she? However, that now means that we're equipped. Very equipped. We can now head into the the Cliffs of Depression. We have the bonding plant, we have the jokes that we need. But first, we must die. Because that's the way the cookie crumbles, actually. So first, we should pick up a rope, tie it on the tree. You tie the rope on the tree. Let's sail down the Cliffs of Depression. See some illuminite there. So here's Chuckles Comedy Club, proof of bonding plant required. So let's save here, actually. We'll enter the comedy club. So first off, we'll do what you're not supposed to do.
Okay. So you think you're funny? Go ahead. Make me laugh.
So people who go here don't end up looking too hot. So here's a living bonding plant. So let's play some comedy, shall we?
You looking for something? Just got boats here. 2 Zorkmans. You're about as funny as my mother.
So now let's examine the bonding plant again, shall we? It's still alive.
Well, I got one ready. Tied to the pier.
Who taught you to tell jokes?
Don't worry. They're not dead. Just quiet.
Good. But notice how the plant is already dying. A dying bonding plant. We can now ask you a question. Talk to the audience instead.
You better get out of here fast.
As you can see, an almost dead bonding plant.
Get out of here. You only have a few seconds left. Look at your bonding plant. Come back later.
As you can see, my bonding plant, it's dead.
Game's over for you.
You're too depressed for comedy. Certainly an emotional death, this one. So what happens in the comedy club, because it's the Eclipse of Depression and the Canuck cast a spell on the place, everyone who enters there just becomes so miserable that they never leave. Let's load our save. Let's do it properly this time. It's time to do comedy. Bad puns, cheap one-liners. People groan at these things, but they help the world go round, I think.
Okay. So you think you're funny? Go ahead. Make me laugh.
So let's do the tape recorder properly this time. I haven't practiced, but we know that all of the ones will be in here. So Rebecca, so it'll be the last track.
I studied up. I can translate it now. Why do flatheads write TGIF on their shoes? Toes go in first.
They all smile after your first joke. As they should. The mayor.
How many implementors does it take to screw in a light bulb? That's a hardware problem.
A few chuckles after the second joke. Okay, next will be... Which Utah?
Oh, let me see. Oh, it's in Zork mid-script. Do you know why most Zork jokes are one line? So flatheads can remember them.
3 jokes. They're laughing now. Okay, finally Canuck.
That's Illuminite. Oh, I like books. Oh, here's a good one. It's written in...
Here we go.
That's part of the last remaining...
Nope, sorry.
Oh, I like books.
Here we go.
Oh, here's a good one. It's written in Mythican, my old language. How many Union dwarfs does it take to dig up a piece of Illuminite? 15. You got a problem with that?
You got a problem with that?
What do you know about funny? Get out of here.
They're roaring after 4th joke. You win the contest.
I never expected to have a winner. I'd like you to have this. I gave my son the other one for good luck.
So Cliff is the waif's son. And already, you can see my bonding plant is starting to wilt. So the fact that I did what I could, it's time to leave. I have what we need, after all. Let's ascend the rope, and we'll take the rope with us. We'll turn around, and apparently, one picture from home has now developed because we went to the Eclipse of Depression. Interesting. This picture is the picture of the Wall of Illusion over here. So the fact that this resembles the picture from home is very interesting. Nothing photogenic here. Well, let us leave, shall we? We have everything that we need from now. We could, if you look at the disc pieces here, let's have a look at them, shall we? 4 pieces of something round. Let's now use the map once again. And let's go see the lighthouse keeper. After all, he needed some illuminite, did he not?
What's that? That glowing thing.
Well, I'll just show it to him.
Thank you. You don't know how long I've been waiting for this. Those other proposals Rupert suckered in never came back.
The keeper takes an illuminite rock from you. That's okay, you're welcome to it. We only need 1 piece. So I'm now going to pick up the disc pieces and show them to you.
I can't believe you've got that. Look. I've got a piece too. Here, you should take that across the river to the Holy Woman at Belnir Temple.
The Holy Woman at Belnir Temple, you say? Well then, as you could see, I now have 5 pieces of something round. But what else can we do, eh? Well, now that we can finally go up here to the upstairs area of the lighthouse, which is surprisingly a short distance. So just as a little treat before we finish the video, this area is an area that you can die. As you can see, there's a railing there and a tree. So for example, we could well, let's just take the rope, shall we? We'll just tie this rope on the rail, throw the rope across the river. Excellent. The keeper wasn't kidding. That was only a single rope bridge. This is why you have to go to the Vulture Pits to get the Talon, because the Talon gives you access to making. If you use them together, oh, sorry, I'm actually going to do it the other end. Pick up the rope, use it on the Talon. Oh, apparently we don't know how to do that yet. Oh, we might have to do it first this way. Yeah, there we go. We tie the Talon to the end of the rope. Seems fine, right? Let's throw the rope. The rope of Talon flies back and makes a double rope bridge. The bow slipped loose. Hitch up your pants and try again. I'm going to leave you with that cliffhanger. When we come back next time, I'll show you the secret of solving this particular puzzle right here at KonfluxGames.